I'm going to do a quick book review. So, in an attempt to try and maintain the German that I've learned over the last like fucking 10 years, which has been pretty bad, um, I don't want to like completely forget the whole lot. And so I've been listening passively to German book readings in the background. And the method is that I will listen to this book. You got to get a good recording of a German book that lasts ages. I got one that lasts 2 hours. I'll be playing a computer game, and then I'll be listening to this book, and I'll listen to the same book over and over and over again. Right. So I've listened to this 2.5 hour book maybe 4 or 5 times. And it's no big deal. It's no big deal. 2.5 hours in the background. I listen to phrases. I got flashcards in front of me. I use ChatGPT to convert those words I don't know, and then I go back and forth, back and forth. Easy words like die Möbel, and I write it down. I'm like, oh, okay, that means furniture. And then diente viele Jahre in der Army. The word served is part of that sentence, and that's one word that threw me. So each time I'm listening to this book, I'm gathering little tiny jigsaw puzzle pieces. And I feel like I'm actually improving every time I go through each 2.5 hour run. And what's really fun about doing this is that it's a very long, complicated book. The narrator speaks quite quickly, and I get flashes of images in my head based on the words I can pick out from this book. And as I'm doing this, my goal is to try and understand what the fuck is this book about, because I don't know anything about Franz Kafka, and it'd be quite, cultural of me to learn a little bit about this man. So, like, okay, this is seems kind of boring. 2.5 hours, grey background, grey pictures. It's fine. I'll listen to this, and it turned out I actually enjoyed it. 2.5 hours listening to German, didn't understand very much about it, but had a great time. Second time I listened, I pick up more details. I'm like, oh, there's a character in here. This is a daughter, and she plays the violin, and in the end, she plays the violin, and that's great. And then the next time around, I start to get like little themes, like of medicine. There's like I didn't know what a pocotorist was, whatever the hell the word is. I was like, what is this fucking word? Chat GPT doesn't give me any inkling on what it is because of the nature of the AI. So I'm like, okay, next time I'm going to listen a bit more carefully and try and get these themes. So I got like a train somewhere. I got like war themes, I guess, which makes sense. Um, and I don't know if that's actually in the book or not. But after listening to it about 4 or 5 times, I'm like, you know what? I really want to know what the fuck this book is about. I know there's like a family and there's mentions of windows and doors, and in my head I get these pictures, of a family in a room and things gradually change. And I sort of get like an Alzheimer's theme, like maybe some guy has Alzheimer's, like because of the way they talk to Gregor and he talks really slow and stuff. I know there's a guy in there called Gregor because they repeat his name, and I'm like, all right, you know what? I have to Google this shit. I have to find out what this book is about because next time I listen to it, I'm going to know the context. So instead of trying to grab the context, I'm going to, after the fourth or fifth attempt, give me the context and I'll work down from the top down, right? Turns out this fucking book, the first of Kafka's masterpieces, Metamorphosis, narrates the tale of a man who wakes up to find himself transformed into a monstrous insect. The guy turns into a fucking beetle. I've listened to this book 4 or 5 times. I had no idea the guy was a fucking beetle. In my flashcards, I didn't translate the word beetle once. I was like, what the fuck? I've listened to this. How is this? What? So I started genuinely surprised. He's a fucking beetle? And then it hit me. I was like, this is a really unique way to enjoy a book. And the themes and the pictures growing in my head because I'm translating certain words here and there. This is a great position to be in when you're halfway through learning a language and you do this. I really like this book and I don't know anything about it. How crazy is that? But also the themes of like Alzheimer's, and then the themes of the book itself is like, what was it? There was something to do with. Let me just look through this a little bit. Oh, it's like how a man becomes a cog in a machine. He goes to work, he comes home. He goes to work, he comes home. He neglects his family, and in a way, this book is like using the metamorphosis into a monstrous insect as a way to sort of explain that. It's a bit extreme. He becomes an insect, but in a way, it's like quite realistic. People become parts of a corporate system, and they come home and they can't forget that, and they just sort of it's easier to blend into one than to just switch back and forth, I guess. But it's a tale on society, and it's a theme that applies to society. I like it. Okay, I'm saying I like it, and the whole insect thing then made a lot more sense in a way. And I don't really know the point in this video, but I just want to share with the world that that was a fun adventure that came from just something that could have potentially been a little bit dry. But no, it was fucking great, and I'm going to be looking for more books to do this. And there we go. Give it a read. Give Mr. Franz Kafka Die Verwandlung. The what the fuck does that even mean? The metamorphosis. There are definitely some very useful words I'll be using in German every sentence. No. Um, but I wish I'd have learned that because that would have really thrown me. Ungehuren Ungeziefer. All right, so there we go. I'm gonna go back to what I was doing now. What was I doing? I don't know. I'm probably gonna listen to this one more time. Fuck it, let's go. All right, have a good day. Goodbye.